Hello, everybody. Welcome to 104.5 OUAG, bringing you that smooth story game jazz. Just kidding. What's up? My name's Eric. Welcome to Once Upon a Game, the story game variety show here on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, I know. Don't give me that face, Adam. Don't give me that face.
No, I made that face because I hit myself in the teeth with the beer bottle because I'm a filthy.
Oh, you're just stoically. You weren't. Oh, okay. How nice. I'm glad you had that excuse and you weren't just making fun of my bad jokes. So hey, welcome to another episode of Once Upon a Game where we're playing Ben Robbins' Follow again. I love this game. I love it so much. This and Mark Hobbs' Eden are kind of like my games right now. I'm kind of playing mostly for story games. We're going to be doing that a lot this month. Which reminds me, I need to talk to him about... I would love to have Mark back on the show. If you recall, back in Season 2, we played a game of House of Reeds with him, which was a lot of fun, about a pioneer family. And so we might end up coming here, and he might end up facilitating for this game. But anyways, I'm digressing so much. So I'm Eric Vulgaris here on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube, and I have a Patreon now. If you like these shows and you've seen all my stuff on YouTube and be like, wow, this guy's awesome, why aren't more people doing story games? Well, one, play story games, because that's more important than anything that I do. I want you guys to play more games like this. But two, if you feel so inclined, check it out. It'd be awesome. Or if share this stuff with people you know who might be interested in role-playing games and trying new games that you may not have heard of. So anyways, so I'm Eric, and let's just go around the table real quick and say who we all are and what our internet things are, and then we'll continue about what we're doing here. All right? So let's go with my left. So I have Adam and Golden Age split, but doesn't matter. Continue.
Okay, this is confusing. Okay.
Yeah, I'll fix it. Don't worry.
I'm not
pay no mind. Pay no mind.
I'll go first. I am Adam. Dark Lavender Void in some places. Don't do a ton of Twitch right now, but what I am doing is I'm making a game that's sort of for Twitch, which is called Household Renovation of Great and Terrible Power. You might have heard of it.
Fun fact, I was telling everybody at Story Games last night about you. And they were, because someone brought up, you know what, I need a game about household renovation stuff. And I was like, oh boy. Anyways, tell everyone the story.
It's in a duplicate reality. And this duplicate reality is all mistranslated from ours, and it's terrible. And there are monoliths that project soul-rending pitches and rhythms into your brain and tear you apart and make you do crazy things. And
are you sure that's a parallel reality? How confident?
Yes.
Okay, fair. You probably aren't at liberty to discuss it. I'm sorry. Continue.
No. But anyway, that I actually have something to announce. Probably my first publicly open alpha PDF of it will be open probably by the end of this week.
Holy shit! So you mean this weekend, or do you mean next week?
Probably
Probably.
When I say week, it's probably going to be Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Yeah, so next week. Okay.
It could be the weekend.
So I always get confused when folks say this week versus next week and what that means.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, awesome. Well, I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to play some Follow with you. And of course, last but not least, Will, Golden H. Who are you, buddy?
Hey guys, Golden Age, I do a lot of role-playing stuff. Working on my own role-playing game based on the Oregon Trail, which is a fight to the level of, I'm not playing very good yet, but mostly because I keep playing Overwatch, and I should stop playing Overwatch and play more RPGs. But it's hard. It's hard.
Can I just say, you're fucking insane at Overwatch, man. Your Symmetra plays, yeah. You're very good with Symmetra.
Oh yeah.
You get it. You get it. You're very, and this is a compliment. you're very annoying to play against. Right? Like, you know exactly what you need to be doing at all times, and it's just like, ugh. Anyways, we're not
Back
here.
when they were actually having ranks in Overwatch, I was ranked in like the top 40 Symmetra players in the world.
Well, there were only 40 Symmetra players in the world.
That may be true.
But you were probably like in the top 5 of those.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, awesome. So glad to have you guys. Welcome to Once Upon a Game, story game variety show, where we play games that are very player focused, and what I mean by that is your contributions make or break games. How is that different than any other role playing game? Well, these games are relatively minimally mechanical, and if you have maybe not heard of these games, or you're coming from something that maybe your only background is perhaps Dungeons and Dragons or like Stars Without Number, like something you might have saw on Twitch, right? What these games are different is they're far more like focused on storytelling, and you literally make shit up. And sort of like an improvisational narrative author exercise, you kind of just supposed to follow up with sort of the yes and or no but. So like, adding twists, and you're trying to collaboratively build a story. So your own ownership sometimes comes into stake, right? It comes into conflict with other people's senses of ownership. So it's always important to remind yourself that you are one of 3 people at a table tonight. You could be one of 4, even half. You're not the sole exclusionary. You don't have a majority at any place, right? This is a plurality game. So there's no GM here tonight, and we're all responsible for making this game fun and safe. And there's really one big rule before we do anything else, and that's the rule about the X card. So hopefully we don't have to come to it. This is always a method of last resort. Always encourage discussion before we get to it. But should something come up or just wasn't expected, or you were on the fence and you didn't bring it up because you were unsure and uncomfortable with your people you're playing with, and you don't want to be that person, there's the X card or the veil. Whenever there's talking dogs or something like that comes up in your game, content that is triggering to you or upsetting to you, X that out. Just say I want to X that out, and like magic, that stuff's gone. You don't have to explain why. We all trust you that if you're putting this forward and this is a problem for you, then it's a problem. We might have to address a couple questions about like where can we draw the line then, and that kind of stuff, just only so we can continue and play safe. But or we take a step back and just maybe we end it at that point of the night. It's totally fine. No one's supposed to get hurt over these games. We're supposed to just have a fun time, right? So, do I have buy-in on that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Great.
Yes,
Cool.
Of course.
So, so tonight's game is Follow. Follow is a new playtest, the game in playtest by Ben Robbins, the creator of Microscope and Kingdom, as well as consultant on just a butt ton of other games, basically, like Downfall by Carolyn Hobbs and etc. And I'm just going to go ahead and start reading the opening line thing about Follow to give you an example here. So Follow is a game about working together to achieve a common goal. Slay the dragon, cure a disease, overthrow a tyrant, get your candidate elected. We'll pick a quest together to decide what kind of game we want to play. Can we stay united and succeed, or will our differences tear us apart? We'll play to find out. So if you guys are familiar with the game Fiasco, this is going to be a game where there's these sort of critical watershed moments that you're building to, and you can kind of decide whether or not you succeed or fail. There's a little bit of a random chance in it as well, and we're just going to do scenes and then get to those critical moments. There's going to be 3 of those critical moments, and then we kind of resolve the quest as a whole. So that's kind of how the game's going to play. So if you're familiar with a lot of freeform kind of scenes, style of play, and just kind of go from there. So the first step of our game here is that we're going to select a quest, and I'm going to bring us over to the Once Upon a game screen so we can see the quest tonight. And you can see here on Roll20, there's a list of I think 7 right now, but I really need to talk to Ben, but he wasn't at Story Games. I don't have a link to the 2 new ones that he has out, featuring the candidate one and another one that I'm failing to recall. But yeah, so guys, let's take a moment and look over these quests and kind of come up with which one we want to do. I will say, because we did the posse last time, I'm not interested in doing the posse. And if we can't decide, then the best thing to do is to eliminate ones. So for now, like, I'm going to cross off the posse, only because we did that one. And I want to try something else.
I suggest a rebellion. You could theme that however you want.
Okay.
You could be rebelling against a good thing.
Rebellion's a really fun playset. I'm
Yeah.
I'm on board with the rebellion. If unless Adam, you have a suggestion?
Yeah, do you have a different one you like?
Yeah. Take a moment to look them over. They're the details of them, Adam, are in the back of the playtest document.
I could do Dragon or Rebellion.
What if okay, how about we combine them a little bit, maybe?
The Dragon Rebellion.
Yeah.
Are you rebelling against the dragon?
We're rebelling against the dragon, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I actually had a character.
Yeah? Does that sound pretty good, actually?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, well, that's easy. Then we just went ahead and settled that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duplicate this page and just drag us over here to a new one. And I'm going to make a quick print screen of the dragon page and drag it over to Roll20, because that's the one we're going to play with today. Once we have the dragon stuff, we're going to have to answer some key questions about the dragon. Oops. Okay. Okay, so there's one, and we can start answering questions on this. So, this is the dragon. Wait, I'm sorry. We chose the rebellion. No, why did you guys correct me?
We chose them both. I thought you said.
Well, I thought we were going to frame the rebellion against the dragon, right? Like we're rebelling against the dragon.
So I was saying.
Either.
But
Yes.
do it either way. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you just made the executive decision.
Oh no.
That was cool.
No, it's the opposite. I'm just an idiot. That's all.
Okay. I'm just reading them both now. Thinking about the dragon. Thinking about my role-playing game character and trying to resist telling you guys about my character. And how
Cool.
it is.
Yeah.
So here we go. So the rebellion's up here. Tell you what, while I'm grabbing the second page of this document, why don't we start answering some of these questions here? And I can do that by listening while doing this at the same time.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm hooked on the Rebellion now. I have ideas.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to answer these first two setting-related questions.
Do you want to do medieval actual dragon? Or do we want to rebel against like a figurative dragon?
Like a house, like a noble house?
Yeah.
Or like the king of House Dragon?
Which one do you
Actually,
I prefer literal, if we could. But you know, I'm cool with. I'd rather go with what we all think is cool than go with my own, right? What do we think, guys?
I think literal is cool too. I want to hear what Adam says though.
we could do a rebellion against dragons. I'm also, we could also do something different that I have in mind.
Which let's know. Yeah, I hear your awesome idea.
I also have this idea that we're just in a world, like it's a modern setting, maybe like set back like 10 or 20 years, like maybe like in the late 90s or something like that, and we're in some sort of city like Chicago or New York or Los Angeles or something.
Can we do 90s Seattle
maybe
only
like-
for the grunge? I'm just kidding.
We could do that. Also, like Cincinnati.
Oh,
is a
okay.
good-
So we
What
want
these-
to do like Middle America, like Middle American city.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are we rebelling against?
Um,
So let me read
I think it's just
let me read the
yeah. Go
description
ahead.
here for everybody. So the rebellion: we're to overthrow our oppressors and free the people from tyranny. We're freedom fighters, dissidents, and just ordinary people who yearn for liberty. What's the setting? It's a modern nation, a planet conquered by aliens, a medieval countryside invaded by foreign lords. And then, what was our society called before it was conquered, and what is it called now? We must name our oppressors. So, if it's a modern setting, that's fine. Maybe, should we just get rid of the dragon premise?
That's what I'm going for with that idea.
Well, what,
If we
what
want to go back to the dragon idea, that's fine.
No, but well, I want to hear
This
more
idea
about your
is-
idea about the
Okay,
modern setting. But what are we? Who are
so
we,
this-
and what are we rebelling against?
This looks like kind of a cool idea for this game. Like, you can answer the questions for each quest, and then if we're like, I'm not really down with that, then we can just answer the questions again. So that's kind of an interesting idea. So the setting is like modern, and we're
Yeah. What changed about our society? What are you thinking?
we were once a kinder society, but now everybody's divided politically, and it's just become sort of acceptable to like do anything to prove that you're right. Like, if somebody's a real ass, you have permission to kill them because they're an ass.
so you're thinking of like the Purge.
Kind of.
So this is like.
That'll be
So wait, was that our society before
no.
or now?
It's now.
So
I was saying we used to be a kinder society to answer that question, but now we're like this.
okay.
Like, morality is thrown out, and we care more about whatever we think is right.
I don't know. I think I like something like more actual to fight against.
I would rather,
than the
yeah,
moral decay of society.
only because, yeah, I kind of feel like playing something more symbolic or like physically symbolic than.
Yeah, like if you
Then
want to do like
challenging
the Purge or that Mockingbird thing or some Orwellian dystopia, I'd be down with that. But I don't know, I'm not really feeling like moral decay right now.
Okie doke, then.
Do you want to play? Oh my god. Do you kind of want to redo like a Hobbit? Do you want to play dwarves who like are reclaiming their thing, rebelling against the dragon?
That's good. We could do that.
Sure, I can play it.
I mean, I don't want to steal it though. Could we do? Should we do like a shadow runny thing where like a dragon runs a corporation and they, and the dragon bought out our dwarven corporation? If I'm trying to like synthesize all our ideas we've had so far.
It'd be
If you
hard
want
to
to.
actually. It's hard to fight a dragon for Shadow.
Yeah.
Like it's just more of like again the moral decay. Like there's this dragon, and we're all bad people.
So it's not a moral. So we don't want to. Yeah, we want to avoid the moral decay, and it's.
I want to
more
be
like-
holy dwarves. That sounds good.
Holy dwarves.
Yes.
All right then.
Sounds good.
Dwarves. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we like clerics, or do we worship the dragon?
No, I'm thinking
I'm
thinking a dragon took over our horde, right? Or like claimed our hold, our mountain home, for its own, and like subjugated us, and no more. Right.
So we're slaves to the dragon.
So we're setting. I'm sorry. What?
We're
Yeah, exactly. We're slaves to him.
Okay.
Mountain home is one word, if I recall my dwarf fortress lore. Is that right? Is mountain home
Sure.
one?
So I'm fine.
What was it called before and after? So I guess we have to name the dragon. Oh, nice! Roll20. Hey, everybody. It's an announcement. Roll20 just got best software for the Ennies. Got gold.
Makes sense.
Nice. Awesome. I'm really happy about that. They deserve it. Shout out to Roll20.
Yeah.
What was our society called before? So like maybe it had a cool dwarven name and now it's like a dragon name, or maybe it's just called like the lair of the dragon, right? So
yeah, our old name just got stripped away, never replaced.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does anyone have a good dwarf name?
A dwarf name?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, dwarven like mountain name, right? Like a name of a hold. Something, like strong and steadfast.
Mm-hmm.
How about Goldmire?
Gold what?
Goldmire.
Goldmire?
Yeah.
Like a swamp?
Yeah.
We can't go anywhere. There's so much goddamn gold everywhere. You can't build on it. Gold. So I'm sorry. I jest at it. Yeah, I like gold. I like Goldmire. Like the Goldmire Hold, or like Goldmire Fort, or it's just Goldmire.
It's Goldmire.
All right. Well, obviously with a name like Goldmire, it's got so much gold it attracted a dragon, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Goldmire turned into should it have a name, or should we just call it like just dragon? Maybe it's still called Goldmire, but it's just run by a dragon.
Yeah, we don't need to change the name.
Right? Like we still refer to it as Goldmire.
Maybe that's the dragon's name, Fenazir, with all those double consonants and double vowels.
The domain of... I'm sorry, you said double consonants and double vowels?
He spelled it in Roll20.
Oh, I have hold on. That's because I have chat hidden. That's why. There we go. Benazir. Yeah, Benazir is a great dragon name. Cool. Yeah, so now it's the domain of Benazir. Or now let's call it Benazir's Roost or something like that.
Sure.
Or Benazir's Lair.
Benazir's Hollow.
His Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Naming things is so important in story games. It gives you everything. Cool, guys. We did step 1. Step 2. What makes our quest difficult? Or what challenges, or what advantages does our adversary have? Right? What gets in our way to make our things difficult? We can either make up our own, or we can select them from the list shown on Roll20 here. So for those at home, I'm sorry, I apologize if it's a little small or difficult to read. So the options we have are collaborators and informers are everywhere. I like that one impulsively. Many people welcome the new regime. Police patrols are everywhere. The occupiers are much better armed, or the people are hopeless and have no will to resist.
How about no man can kill the dragon?
So what would that be? What is that?
It's from Lord of the Rings, where no man could slay.
Oh, but I am no man, kind of thing. About the wraith king, the king wraith or whatever. Yeah.
It's like no dwarf can kill it, or we can say no man can kill it.
The people.
I think Fenazir just, like how all the different dragons breathe the different things. I think Fenazir just breathes death.
Oh, just toxic death, just negative, just steals your soul.
Negative energy.
Yeah. I know. I don't care. So here's something that's interesting about story games is it took a little bit for me to disconnect the D&D what is this mechanically, right? To you can just go back to literature. Yeah, but it's it just breathes out when it exhales, it just steals your soul, right? Or it breathes in and can suck your life force out of you.
Yeah, it just wears on the bond between soul and body, and then eventually it severs, just turns apart, and then your soul goes on to the next life.
It severs that mortal coil. Hell
Yep.
yeah. Hell yeah. So that's occupiers are much better armed. Why am I drawing instead of writing?
Maybe no one with a soul can kill the dragon.
Alright, so they're much better armed. I'm just going to quickly remark about death-breathing dragon. And then, what did we say? No mortal?
Yeah, let's say no one with a soul can kill the dragon.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out if that's true or not. Death-breathing dragon. No one with a soul can kill it. Your soul is mine.
Yes.
Your soul shall suffer. Awesome. So we have to come up with one more though. Anyone else have a cool idea? Yeah, the Mortal Kombat dude. What's it? Shere Khan? No, wait, that's the Jungle Book. It's the tiger from the Jungle Book. But it's a very similar name, is it not?
Mowgli.
What is the name? Shao Kahn. It's Shao Kahn, right?
Shao Kahn, that sounds right.
Shao Kahn is from Mortal Kombat. Shere Khan is from the Jungle Book. That is a very important life lesson to learn, and I'm glad I could bring it to you on Once Upon a Game. So many, I don't know. Remember, I thought collaborators and informers are everywhere. Either that or people welcome the regime. No, I don't think people welcome. I think we chafe under it, but they have a very, he's a dragon, right? And you would be a fool to go against the dragon.
Or maybe he can command people's souls to like do stuff for him. So he just
he can take
"Hi,
them
I'm
over.
the former king," and
He can
see what...
he can dominate their brain, right?
Mhm.
I think just being near the dragon is corroding all the souls of the dwarves. So maybe there's a whole bunch of soulless dwarves serving the dragon.
I'm not sure if I like the idea that they're soulless, but I do like the idea that it corrupts your soul, or so it does something. I'm feeling the corruption thing, but I don't know if I want to go complete soulless. I feel like there's something different we could do.
I also imagine maybe it cuts the link between their soul and their body, so the dwarven society is all serving the dragon, and then there are caves.
So not only is a cult Thenazir is hollow, but literally people are hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, I get it. Okay, dragon can command. I would say mentally dominate. Fuck, dude, Thenazir is no joke.
Also, we can't leave the mountain, so there's no tunnel pre-made for us to just leave the mountain.
Oh yeah, maybe it sealed us in.
Yep, we're sealed in. Yeah.
Oh, of course we dove too deep and too greedily, right?
Yeah.
And Thenazir, and we woke up Thenazir. Of course we did that.
Of course.
All right, it's cool. So now we get to make our main characters. So we're gonna make our main characters now. We're each going to be looking at these examples for sort of where to start with the journey of our main character, and then we're going to combine one of those with, on page 7 of the playbook, a sort of motivation for our character. So we're gonna make our main characters, and we're gonna set them up. Let's see. Do I have space? I hope you don't mind if I just scroll down a little bit here, everybody, so we can have a little bit more room to play with. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say me, Adam, Will, for now, and then I'm gonna edit it when we make our characters. But the idea is that since we're not at a table and we can't be to your left, to your right, this is our fictional table for purposes of determining people to our lefts and rights.
Only you can edit those, by the way.
Oh yeah, whoops. Well, that's fine. I'll take care of that. So, have we all had a chance to look over our example characters and kind of get an idea of who we want to be?
I want to be a true believer.
Cool. And you, Golden Age?
I'll be a journalist.
Like a chronicler?
Yeah, like a bard or something.
Cool. I'm going to be an escaped prisoner. I'm going to be a hollow. Because you gave him up with that. Or like a bard, yeah. Okay. Cool. So the next thing we got to do is we have to figure out what our characters want from our quest. We all want a quest to succeed, but if we succeed, what is your character getting out of it? Why are they here? We're going to pick a want from our list or make up our own. Each player must have a different answer. If your choices are the same, discuss until you find the differences that set you apart. So here are some examples. Yeah, you want to be the very best like no one ever was. So I want our success to give me respect or honor, give me fame or glory, give me wealth, give me power, redeem me, give me revenge on something, give me peace, protect blank, help blank, prove blank, or destroy blank.
I can go first.
Cool. I'm going with
I want our success to give me peace.
All right.
I just dream of a day where we don't have to like conspire against this thing, and I can just sleep for like a good 40 years of my life.
Cool. So far, so you said true believer, and you want to give peace.
Yep.
Cool. Before we come up with a name or anything, so what is a true believer to you in this setting?
Like a cleric or like some like believer in like the traditional dwarven deities of like good and righteousness, like the father of creation and crap.
Okay.
Like hammered the world on his forge, and you know.
I'll take care of
that
it.
whole.
I'll take care of it, Golden Age.
Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy.
Oh, okay.
To gain fame and glory. But thank you. It's super nice. And then obviously I'll edit our names once we come up with characters. And my main character will be, I said, escaped prisoner. And I haven't given what I want out of this, I think. I was thinking about giving me to redeem. But I think I want to gain a soul. I want to gain my soul back, right?
Nice.
Ah.
I want to... That's not on the list, but that's give me maybe power, but like I'm just going to say give me back my soul.
Cool.
So that might be... I don't know. Anyways, that's what it is.
You
Cool.
had your soul all along.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Now, what we're going to do is we have to come up with our relationship mapping. Maybe a name as well, but in the meantime... So we're all going to need something from each other. And what you need is going to stem from the character to your left. So, also clockwise, right? So, I'm going to need something from Adam's character. Adam's character is going to need something from Will's character, right? And Will's going to need something from me. What that is listed on page 9 of the playtest. So what does your character need from the character to your left? It must be something you strongly want, but the other character is unwilling to give you. Emphasis on that. Pick a need from the list or make up your own. Why do they refuse? We can come up with maybe past relationships or history or something like that, but it should be something that we are both happy with. So, like, I need, but you won't give me, respect, trust, love, forgiveness, revenge, the truth, your protection to protect you, your loyalty, your support, a promotion, your training, or your power.
I want Will's character's love, but he won't give it to me.
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yep.
Yes. So I love subplots.
You know what? Let's just all do that. Let's just all love each other.
Oh.
We all love.
Oh, I was thinking about doing something different though.
That's fine. It can be a broken triangle. But I don't want Eric's character's love.
But I can't because I don't have a soul.
I know. It's so sad.
Yeah.
So why won't our bard give love to our true believer?
Because
Why are you unwilling?
they love someone else.
Oh, yep.
Also, I'm a cleric, so maybe I'm sworn to celibacy.
Oh yeah, like you actually can't date anybody.
Yeah, so then it's just his presumption that he's like, no, I can't do that. I can't love a priest of mother of creation.
That won't exactly work because what's stopping you can't be internal. It has to be something the other character is unwilling to give you.
Yeah,
Mechanically. I mean, that can still exist, but it has to be something that the other character cannot give. Like, the other character is the person who has the power over it, right? Does that make sense? Is another way of saying it. They're the gatekeeper.
But that seems like that's fine.
Okay. And the bard wants my love. And I can't give you the love because I don't have a soul. I don't love you in return, right? Yeah.
I guess not. If you cannot love, then I guess not.
And then I come up with something. Let's see. I need something about my soul and you being a true believer is what I want to play with. But I don't know exactly how I want to go with that, Adam. What do you think? I was thinking about support. Like, I need you to do some sort of clerical thing.
That makes sense.
To, like, help me on my journey. But you're unwilling to do that for me. Why?
It might be you seek redemption, but I'm in the way of that because you don't have a soul. I can't, like, you
don't trust me?
You're a soulless prisoner who's escaped.
Yeah, you don't trust me.
I'm not going to give you the redemption that you want.
So is it you don't like me? So, like, yeah. So why?
No, I'm commanded not to.
Oh, it's against your religion.
Yeah, because you don't have a soul.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's against doctrine, right?
Yeah, and you've betrayed the dwarves and had to be sent to prison in the first place, so that it's twofold.
Yeah. So let's name our characters.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with Balin.
Cool. Valen. Should we also list our last names? Adam, do you have a name yet?
I do.
Okay.
I think I am Ondeg.
It's a strong name.
Oh, Andeg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we come up with last names? Is that too much?
We might not have them right now.
Oh, maybe we don't have last names because the dragon took our last names.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You ever played Changeling the Lost?
No, but I've heard of it. The next thing, that's a White Wolf game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, next thing we do is we come up with our minor characters. So now each player is going to make a minor character. Just pick a concept and a name and give a brief description and write it down. Do not create a want or need. So each player makes a minor character. So once again, we draw something from the character list. I got mine.
Yeah, I think I want to be a doctor.
Ellie is going to be a planner. I think she has something that can help us fight the dragon, or she has a plan at least to fight the dragon. I don't know what it is yet, but that's my minor character. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make minor characters in different colors just so we know. Right. Cool. So who's Will? Who was your minor character?
I just want to say the doctor.
Doc?
The doctor. Just the doctor. It's fine.
The doctor. Cool. And Adam, what about you for your minor character, buddy?
I think his name is going to be Taje, and he's going to be an official of the old regime.
How do you pronounce it? Taje? Tage?
Taye.
Taye.
Because the J is a Y.
Sure. Yeah.
Because German.
Taye.
Crap.
And I'm sorry, he was an officer?
He's an officer of the old regime, yeah.
So he's a officer as in like a veteran?
Oh, official, I mean.
Oh, official. Okay,
yeah. Official, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see that was an option yet.
He's like a council member or something.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Alright, awesome. We've made our characters, and we have our minor characters. What we're going to do now, because we're getting closer to the hour mark, how about we do, because the next step will actually be beginning play. So we're going to take our break now, and then we can just do a full session of playing. How about that, guys?
Alright.
Cool.
Alright, cool. So we'll be back in 5 minutes with the start of our game.